All right, here we go. This is the mile challenge. So this is gear loadout for a week trip on Isle Royale, Michigan. And we're gonna see if we can fit all of these items into the Waymark Mile. The Waymark Mile is designated or is known as a day pack, but we're gonna see if we can turn it into a week-long pack. And so let's see what we got. On the far left-hand side over here, we have the Enlightened Equipment Enigma 20-degree downfill. Then we have the War Bonnet Ridge Runner below it there. If we come around on this side, we have the War Bonnet Lynx full underquilt 30-degree down. Above that, you have the, oh, by the way, inside the War Bonnet hammock is a homemade synthetic pillow with synthetic fibers. Then back around over here, we have the small sleeping pad inflator, little orange sleeping pad inflator right there. We have a Hyperlight Mountain Gear Dyneema bag that's filled with all of my hammock and tarp suspension. Most of that is created by Fugal Innovations and Dutchware Gear. Above that, you have the Thermarest Uberlight Regular Wide, and then you have the War Bonnet Mountain Fly, which is the tarp. Coming over to this side, next you have two carbon fiber, or actually the head and foot carbon fiber spreader bars right here for the Ridge Runner. And then next to that, you have another Hyperlight Mountain Gear Dyneema bag. That's my food bag. That's the large pod. Coming down, you have some assorted electrolyte powders there. And next to that, you have a trowel, and you have 1 liter Life water bottle kit. Below that, you have a bag with the Cat9 B free in it and a 3 liter bladder. Below that, you have a first aid kit, and that bag was designed by Fugal Innovations. Next to it is a smaller Dyneema zipper bag that has lip balm and various other items in it. Next to that, you have a Swiss Army knife, and then a head net, which I don't think I'm going to take with me. At the top of the clothes items here, you have a wind jacket by Montbell, and you have a Z-Pax ground sheet poncho. Then you have the Enlightened Equipment copper-filled men's wind pants, some Injinji toe socks, backup socks, and you have a synthetic top and bottom for sleeping in. Coming down to the electronics section, I have the Garmin InReach Mini. Next to that is the Nightcore headlamp, a Rawlology ball for rolling out the sore muscles, some hand sanitizer. Below that, you have the rest of my electronic bag, which has some assorted cables in it, some headphones, as well as the Nightcore 10,000 milliamp backup battery. Below all of that, you have the Black Diamond trekking poles, and then a Ultra Pod for setting up camera shots and things like that. So all of that is going to go into the Waymark. We'll see if it happens that way. And just for your reference, here's what I hike in. These are the Paw Tempe 2.0 sandals by Unshoes. You have a Hyperlight Mountain Gear foam crushable hat. You have some Oakley sunglasses, Arc'teryx hiking shorts, and a North Face performance shirt, and then a bandana. So that's it. That's the whole list. We'll see if this gets in there and if it works. If not, I'll have to go with a larger pack and go from there. Wish me luck. Okay, there's the Waymark Mile, fully loaded to the gills for 1 week. Probably overfilled. We'll find out. That's the whole reason why I added the Light AF pack straps to relieve some of the tension, pressure on my shoulders. And this is probably, I don't know, it's supposed to be maybe rated at 20 but I have gone over. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how much the pack weighs. This is with the trekking poles on there. I think without the trekking poles, it came out around 23. There you go. The first thing you'll notice here is on the side of the pack, the water bottle and how nicely it fits in the pocket, but also the tensioner that will come over top of the water bottle and keep it all secured. You'll also see just how stretchy this pocket is. It's amazing that the pocket just seemed to almost have an infinite stretch to it, and I kept putting more and more things in that back pocket. We had paused here and set up on a rock enjoying Lake Superior. The pack also rode exceptionally well. It just had good balance overall. You'll see here on the back view of the pack as I'm hiking. One thing that's interesting, of course, my water bottle was causing the pack to lean a little bit towards the left, so I could have done a little bit of load balancing on the other side. But interestingly enough, I never use a waist belt on any of my packs, and so there's some slight side-to-side motion. There's more side-to-side motion I noticed in the Waymark than in the Light AF when I'm packing with the Light AF pack, because the Light AF pack seems to curve down into your pack a little bit better overall. So it's just interesting the way it rode, but when that side-to-side motion happens, it causes the pack to lift your shirt up. It will actually start to lift your tail of your shirt up, and so you'll see my base layer shirt start to show here because of that side-to-side motion. I'll come out with another video soon comparing the Waymark and the Light AF. I tend to favor the Light AF, the ergonomics of it and just the design of it. It fits into your back better, seems to ride better, and I actually intended to have this Waymark be used by my son. You'll see Maverick here using it, and it's of course a big pack on him, but he'll grow with it, and it'll be fun to watch him enjoy that pack for many years to come. I wanted to give you another point of view here, a side reference, so you can see the Waymark as we're walking here. I'm in the back of these three hikers that are shown, and right in front of me, Nick is wearing the Osprey 38 liter pack. I believe it's 38 liter. And then behind me pretty soon here you'll see Sean wearing the 55 Osprey, 55 liter Osprey. So you can see just the size comparison. Of course, the Waymark Mile that I was carrying there in the back of the picture that you're seeing now is the smallest throughout the week it has been because of the food and everything that's collapsed. It is a small pack, but it worked. A whole week long worth of packing, and the things that I were carrying was no small amount of objects. I go for comfort. I try to get as light as I can, but I definitely go for comfort. And so for it all to pack in here and to travel well for a week was very nice overall. Here you're going to see now the front profile. You'll see those packs disappear. That 38 liter Osprey almost disappears behind Nick. That's how small it gets. Of course, you can't see the Waymark Mile on my back, and you will see the 55 liter kind of start to jaunt up over Sean's shoulders there. But you can see how those are all riding on the three of us. And then here in just a minute, you'll see another profile. You'll get to see the side profile again. Isle Royale was just a beautiful hike. It's the most untouched, pristine place I've ever packed. We just did not see trash anywhere. It's very well kept, very enjoyable hike. And the Waymark performed quite well. So here's kind of the final profile. You see Nick wearing the 38 liter Osprey in the front, and then here comes the Waymark Mile, and then there's the 55 liter. There's a few very prominent features about the Waymark Mile that are well thought out, and I would put at the top of the list. Number one is this zipper pocket that sits at the top of the pack. It has a little awning garage cover right here for the zipper opening. It's the zipper is one of those waterproof ones that you can't 100% say it's waterproof, but you open the pack up and it's nice and white inside. It's fairly deep. I'm actually putting my hand, you can watch my hand go all the way down in there. It's got to be a good six inches maybe deep, and the width of the pack. So the thing that I like about that is you can put items in there like your wallet and your keys that you really are not going to use during the backpacking trip, but you do want them accessible, of course, when you get back to the car. I also put a first aid kit in there and some electronic items, so it was nice. The thing that I was not able to test was just how waterproof it is, and quite frankly, when water wants to get in somewhere, it's going to get in somewhere. So not sure I can really talk to that. The other thing is the backstretch pocket. They used some really good material for this, and had I not had that backstretch pocket, I would not probably have been able to make the week because I shoved a lot of stuff in here, including some extra food. So I really like the backstretch pocket. Additionally, on the side where their water pockets or water bottle pockets are, number one, the water bottle pockets are deep, which is nice. But it was thoughtful where they put the cinch cord. The cinch cord for one of those liter smart water bottles was perfect for tying in the top of the water bottle. It worked magic. And a lot of packs, there's nothing like that to hold them in place. And so when you shake around on a trail, it's the risk of your water bottle coming out. So I really like that feature. As you know from one of my other videos that I produced, these are actually the Light AF pack straps. I'm glad that I took these pack straps and put them on here. And the way the Waymark pack was built with this little webbing coming out of the pack, it was really easy to cut off their strap and put on the Light AF strap. And I'm glad I did. The Light AF strap is wider and thicker than the Waymark strap, and it's the better pack strap all the way around. The other feature I really like about Waymark I think has the best front stretch pockets of any stretch pocket that's out there. I like the material, I like the size. They obviously just hook on to the pack, and I think they have the best ones. In fact, I've put the Waymark front stretch chest pockets or strap pockets on all of my packs. All of my Light AF packs have the Waymark front pockets. I really like those. Very nice. Other than that, the pack is pretty utilitarian. It's very streamlined and simple. It's made of the X-Pack material. It's got Velcro top closure. I do like the X-Pack material from the standpoint of it's all white inside, and so you can see down inside the pack. The white illuminates and reflects really well. You can see what's in the pack. It's pretty basically built. It's like it's a square, simple pack. So other than that, it did ride well. I put a little bit more weight in here than probably is what they would typically use for this Waymark Mile. I had a little over 20 pounds, and I think it's probably 20 or under. Here's something interesting when you look at the pack. This little back, this is only one major trip that I've taken on 1 week trip, and it's already kind of bunching up creasing here. So I'm not sure if that's something you're going to see on all the X-Pack material, but over time I think that would start to break down a little bit there. But it's a good pack. It's a good trip experience, so hope this helps.